we're talking about the best, this is where you can always find the best. Today I'm here and I'm blessed with a platinum music producer coming from U.S.A. and he hails from Ghana. Trust me, you can see him right now. He goes by Nabeyin Panford. You're welcome, Charlie.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
I'm good, man. Charlie, first of all, let's take it low. Your looks is amazing. Your looks, I know I have it, but you know, how long have you kept your looks?
Let's see. I think it's about, what's the day? The 20th, 21st? I think we're at 11 years, 5 months, and a few days. Yeah, put in a lot of time.
Yeah, I can see the length shows that it is about, you know, over 10 years, a decade.
Listen, and it's actually longer than this, but it's braided up right now, so you know, it's a little short, but you know, I still keep them nice.
Nice one, nice
yeah.
One. All right, so let's talk about this. So what was the inspiration to, you know, keep your looks?
All right, so funny enough, it started off as a joke. Like, my friends and I, we were in college. We was like, we should just grow out our hair and just get locks. And, you know, then we all started, like, looking at pictures of, like, our siblings, our other family members that had locks and everything. And, you know, we were just like, all right, so we're going to grow our hair out for the rest of the semester. And when we come back, everybody's hair will be twisted. I came back, out of 5 of us, only 2 of us had our hair retwisted. And then I know my boy RC, he ended up cutting his like a year or 2 after college, so I'm the only one out of us 5 that still kept the hair.
Okay, so you kept the hair for real because it runs in the family, I think so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so Panford, let's get to real business. We're talking about, you know, music producing and everything, man. It's amazing. You know, it happens to be one of the Grammy nominee producers. How was the feeling like when you heard that?
Honestly, it felt surreal at first, but then like later on, I was like, it was only a matter of time before it happened. You feel me? Because I felt like I should have been nominated back in 2017 from Drake's album, but you know, I guess the label or whatever never submitted it to be considered for Grammy consideration. So 4 years later, Grammy nominated.
I mean, you work with greatest name. I'm talking about somebody like Drake. Is amazing. I feel like this is the top notch. How was the feeling like? Tell us, you know, coming close to Drake and the experience working with him.
Just the fact that like I could work with the great is already a dope experience in itself. But I don't know. It's just it just felt like I'm meant to just be here. You feel me? Like I feel like I put in the 10,000 hours. You know, they always say it takes 10,000 hours to master a skill, and I feel like I put in my 10,000 hours 20,000 hours ago. So you know, it's just been a long road, a long grind.
Let's talk about the connection. How did the connection came about? You and Drake, you know, I feel maybe he heard of you before he connected to you.
Not even. So that whole play happened through G-Rai, who's Party Next Door's main producer. So I know Wallace Lane and I started an idea and then ended up getting to G-Rai, and then G-Rai ended up getting it to the boy. So yeah, that's pretty much, that's the short form of the story.
All right, so quickly let's talk about the difference between a beat maker and a music producer.
So a producer sees the record from start to finish. A beat maker just makes the beat, and that's pretty much it. But you know, there's nothing wrong with either or. Just for the fact that like a lot of producers can't get in the room with the artist. For me, like I personally like to make stuff from scratch. Like I'm terrible at sending out beats, and people say, oh, send me a pack of beats. Like, I'll do it, but I'm just like, you're going to get a better product if I'm in the studio with you, because half the time A&Rs or managers are always like, oh, send beats. It's never like the vibe that the artist wants. So like you literally have to guess what you think they would like. But then you also want to throw in a couple curveballs like, oh, let me throw in something different than what everybody else is doing. But it's always easier because it's like you can walk in the studio, you can have the conversation with the artist, and then you could just pick their brain a little bit and see what they want. And if, like, for me, I play keys a little bit, so, you know, I could just make whatever they need from scratch.
Do you write songs as well?
I wish I could write songs. I tried. It's hard. Like, I feel like a lot of songwriters, they just live life. I feel like I don't live life enough. I'm just in the studio or at home or in the studio or in the studio. So, yeah.
All right. First off, let's talk about this. I feel I have to know your inspiration for being a music producer.
That all came from my brother getting me into music when I was young. But what really inspired me really was like Ninth Wonder, J Dilla, MF Doom, like a lot of the underground boom bap hip hop sound. And so once I started getting into that, that's when I was like, okay, I want to produce, because I started getting into sample beats, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do for sure, because it was just so much fun.
I can recall you worked with Kanye, and trust me, when we talk about hip hop artists, they have a lot of reactions and probably certain attitude they show when they are recording. Probably, I once upon read about Jay-Z that anytime you see him growing his head, that means he's preparing to drop an album. I mean, you are in the studio with Kanye. What are some of the things he does to show that he's trying to create something new, lyrics into a particular beat, or maybe he's feeling this beat? I want to know some of the reactions.
Yeah, I wasn't really there for the recording process, but more so just there for like the creation of the record. But even so, like, Kanye's a visionary, so he's always figuring out a way to take something to the next level and beyond. So that's what I like about Ye, because the idea that we started with sounds nothing like what you guys hear in the final product, and it was a long road, plenty of different versions of that record.
Let's come to Ghana. How many times have you been to Ghana?
I've been here like 6, 7, 8 times, I think. First time I ever came, I was 5, I think. And the last time I was out here was 2018. And now I'm back again.
This time around, you are here to do a lot of media tour. Is there any particular reason you are doing that?
Just so everybody knows who I am. That's the simplest way to put it, because
you want the support, the home support is very necessary, you know.
Yeah, definitely, because for me, I'm just so used to being behind the scenes. Like, it's funny because like now I have to show my face more on the internet and talk to people more, whereas like if you like look at my Instagram or my social media, I don't really post my face. It's like once a year I'll show my face on my Instagram, and it would be like a birthday post. But outside of that, yeah, it's I guess I got to get used to being in the limelight a little more. So yeah, it's a different experience.
Nice one. Let's talk about, we are in Ghana. What's your favorite Ghanaian dish?
Jollof rice.
Jollof rice. I can't testify anyway, but I'm not going to open up right now.
Yeah, I love jollof.
Of course.
That was like really the first Ghanaian food that I ever ate, because I remember like when I was real little, like 3, 4 years old, like I didn't want to eat food at all. And so finally, like, my parents forced me to eat jollof rice, and I think from that moment on, that's when I was just like, I like eating food.
Oh, nice, man. So you don't have any favorite apart from jollof rice?
I like yams and corned beef stew.
Okay, that's great, man. That is Dada Bicho. You for try kinky and fish, you know this.
I mean, yeah, I've eaten all those, but it's not my favorite. Like, it's not my go-to.
I see. All right. So, do you have any serious connection in Ghana here? Do you have some of your family members staying here, or probably a girlfriend?
Definitely no girlfriend. But majority of my family is here. My mom just retired a couple weeks ago, so she's moving back, building her other house. My siblings, it's really just me, my siblings, some of my siblings, and a few aunties and uncles that are in the States, and some cousins. But like the rest of the family, mom's side and dad's side of the family, they're all in Ghana.
And you remember the first artist you worked with as a sound engineer or probably a music producer?
The first big artist, or the first artist in general, like when I first started making beats? Man, I honestly want to say KG, but that doesn't count because he never rapped on any of my beats. So it was, I'm going to say my boy Jay Kasai.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. Trust me, let's do this contrast. We're talking about Africa, Ghana to be specific. When you look at our artists compared to the US, and probably what's the difference? Professionalism.
The difference is I feel like more American artists are open to taking risks and experimenting with their sound, whereas Ghanaians aren't really. But you know, I'm trying to like change that. Like, I like going into the studio and making people step out of their comfort zone and do things they don't normally do.
So, what do you mean by comfort zone?
So just sticking to one sound. Like, I say this all the time. There's this artist named Rima. I think he's a Nigerian artist. So I like his sound just because he's versatile. I like versatility because I'm a versatile producer. So if I can do everything, then you should be able to do everything as well. And I feel like that's just the funnest thing to me, because it's like, why do I want to stick to doing one single sound all the time? Like, I want my sound to be heard all across the board, everywhere, by everybody. So you can't confine me, you can't put me in a box. But with that being said, he likes to experiment. Like, I heard his last album, and it's a lot of different, a lot of different sounds. The things that he's doing with his production is a lot different. Like, I have 4 homies from the States that are on that album. They're not African, but, they're able to work with him and, like, bring both of our worlds together. And I feel like that's what Ghanaians need to do more.
You love Rema because he's versatile. Can you pinpoint one of our artists? I know you've been listening to them as well. Ghanaian artist who is very closer to Rema or exactly like Rema.
Amaray.
Okay, I've seen her. That's a great artist.
She's probably my favorite. Like, her album still has me in a chokehold.
All right, so we're talking about, I don't want us to go to the sound producers now. Let's talk about the artist. You are in Ghana. How many artists are you working with before you go?
Let's see. So far, I've worked with Brian the Mensa, Spicer Dobbs, Kwamina MP. Supposed to be working with Kwesi Arthur. And I'm supposed to be linking with Sarkodie at some point of this trip.
All right, so I don't know. Are you doing this just because you want to get your name here, or probably you are doing it so they can be known as well? When you go, you can at least talk about them too, or show their works to your colleagues. Maybe Drake comes around, maybe Kanye comes around. Charlie, can you listen to Kwamina MP? Kwesi Arthur?
Right, yeah, no, I just feel like the world needs to know more about Ghanaian artists, because the Afrobeat sound, from what I've heard, the Afrobeat sound started with us. So why aren't we at the top, or why aren't there so many of our artists on all these Apple Music and Spotify playlists? Like, I was going through these playlists, like, trying to find new Ghanaian artists to work with, and I'm searching everybody's name, and I go through like 30, 40 names, and there's only one Ghanaian, and like the rest are Nigerian. So I'm just like, yo, like, I feel like that's a problem, just for the fact that, like, Ghana has talent too, so we need to show the world what we can also do.
That's great. Who is your favorite sound producer in Ghana?
I'm gonna say, this is probably biased, but my boy Sam's-Knee, because he really, like, just working with him, really, like, I feel like I learned how to make Afro beats because of him, but I also learned how to blend both of our styles together because of that. Because, like, I understood how to get the rhythms and the percussion of Afro beats, but also add, like, the American swag to it. So, yeah, Sam's-Knee.
All right, so I feel we have our legend here. We're talking about, when we talk about the ace sound producers in Ghana, we can mention Hammer, who started it. We started with the hip-hop inspiration and everything. I know one way or the other you listen to, or you have already listened to one of his songs. I mean, tell us about it. How do you feel the hip-hop, feeling in his beat? What can you say about it?
He has a big sound, like and he had a big sound early on too. My favorite song that he produced is "Who Born You by Mistake," and so by that time, that was like, Hammer was really like one of my favorite producers growing up. Obviously that's a legend, and also might be a little biased because he did my brother's entire project, but that entire project was fire, KGPM. So yeah, shout out to Hammer.
Nice one. Now let's listen to our people. We're talking about the rappers of GH. We're talking about the real rappers, the hardcore rappers, the hip hop rappers. Anyway, a lot of people say, when you are off Ghana, probably off the show, the only name they can mention is probably Sak, because he is out there. Do you know anybody else that is doing well when it comes to rap game in Ghana?
I'm still trying to find more artists and still learn more, because everything that I've been listening to is more so Afrobeat or anything closer to R&B. And so as far as like the hardcore rap, it's really only Sock being mentioned, and even Black Sheriff. But I feel like he falls under the melodic. In the States, what he's doing is like the drill / melodic rap. So as far as like hip hop, I haven't really heard much more. Like, I've been trying to find it, but it's like I'm always asking people, like, what are the dope Ghanaian artists, like, you know, because I don't live out here, so it's like I'm not tapped into the actual sound, so I'm just going off of word of mouth from people in the States, other Ghanaians in the States. But even then, they don't really listen to rap like that anyway, and if they do, they're listening to American rap. So it's kind of hard to really, you know, learn more about actual like rappers. Oh, and Manifest too. Manifest and EL, because I've worked with them. So those are like the only other, and Gemini, those are the only ones close to like rap that we get.
That's amazing. You draw my attention. You just drew my attention to this question. You telling me that right now, when you go to US or maybe out of shore, what they listen mostly when it's African is Afrobeat. All right, it doesn't concern them when they see a hip hop song from an African or probably from a Ghanaian. They don't get attracted to listen to it.
I don't think so, and I also feel like because so for us, the way we consume music now is crazy. So I also found out that like there's 60,000 songs that are uploaded to DSPs every single day. So every day we're being thrown new music, rap, R&B. So it's like if it's not in the States, 9 times out of 10, like we're not even paying attention to what's going on in the rest of the world, unless if that outside artist is making so much noise that like it just infiltrates our system. So
you're telling me if there's something different on the menu card, that means they'll go for it, because you guys are consuming a lot of hip hop songs and R&B as well. So when it's coming from Africa, that is a hip hop song, unless it's really saturated all over the world before they can listen to it.
Yeah, wait, as far as saturated, you mean like?
I mean, it's all over. People know that, okay.
Yeah, so I feel like, how do I put this? I guess I'm gonna just have to agree with you, cause
all right, so
the sound is too like hip hop is just too saturated in general. Like I literally can give you my laptop right now, and you can make a beat, or you can get a beat off of YouTube, record the song, and put it up on the internet for everybody to hear. It wasn't like that years ago, but that's also the hard part, because it's like you couldn't just have your music out everywhere. But now that it's so easy, it still makes it hard because everybody has access to doing it. You feel me?
I understand perfectly, you know, but I feel a little bit overshadowed, because when it comes to rap music, I think Ghana is doing better compared to any African country. Trust me, I'm saying this. And looking at the stage, like maybe BET after SAC picking up an award, I feel is a very great opportunity for him, for the world to also look out for him. Probably America or something, they should actually go for his songs and maybe consume it a little bit. But as you're saying, because you guys have a lot of rap music, you don't pay attention to any rap music outside America.
I feel like Twitter has helped that, and TikTok. Like if you have a TikTok hit, people are gonna know you. And it's crazy now what the labels are doing, because it's like the labels are making the artists do TikToks. And so,
I mean, seriously, what I'm trying to say is that after even getting that platform, BET platform, it's not enough for people in US to even look for maybe SAC or something, or any other African hip hop artist.
I don't think it's enough. We got to do more. We have to do more. We're gonna do more.
That's amazing. Because honestly, a lot of people don't know Nabeyin Panford, but because of the Grammy nominee, this is the reason why people are really, you know, giving you a lot of attention in Ghana here, to be real or for real. This is the reason. So I feel stages like, you know, BET, Grammy and everything should give people that attention a little bit. But you've brushed it off. I feel it's okay. We have to do more, the digital market and everything. Our artists have to do more, exactly. So I feel there's a lot of work we have to do if you're trying to get to some particular genre like a hip hop. That's what you're trying to tell me now.
Yeah, I feel like even with me being nominated for the Grammys, I'm still nowhere close to where I need to be. I feel like I'm barely scratching the surface. Like there's so much more work to be done. But I really feel like what's gonna help is us bridging the gap between Ghana and the States, us collaborating more with artists in the States, or even just our sound, experimenting with sounds, making it more digestible to everybody, everywhere. Because even outside of rap, if we're just speaking of Afrobeat in general, like Americans are gravitating towards that sound as well. And like, I can't tell you how many women love Thames. Like, Thames is going crazy in the States right now, and she got songs with Drake, Future, and also the Drake effect is very real. So having a song with Drake is literally gonna boost your career. But Drake is a person that's always, Drake is the one artist I could say that's tapped into the culture, and he's always listening to what's popping and what's out there. So I'm sure Drake knows about plenty of artists that we probably don't even know, plenty of up and coming artists. And so, you know, I just feel like the collaborations just need to be more between Ghanaians and U.S. artists if we're really trying to make that crossover.
I feel this is okay because I can testify Drake is even sampling a lot of African beats into his songs, and I think we have to also imitate that. I think that is great. First of all, let me say this show is brought to you by Obuoba Fast Food, Green Afro Hair, and also Mauli Collection. Not forgetting Magai Fruit of Drinks. They are amazing, man. A short break, we'll be back. Alright, so welcome back right here. Of course, man, we're doing this with a man, multi-platinum music producer. We're talking about Nabeyin right here with me, man. I'm feeling the vibe. Charlie, what's up?
Charlie, I did.
Alright, so let's talk about this. Who is your favorite music producer in US? I'm talking about America.
That's a tough question because it changes like every few months. My favorites, I gained my inspiration from Ninth Wonder early on. Right now, I'd say Hit Boy, DJ Dahi, my bro Oh Gosh Leotis, of course, Cam Obi. Yeah, I'm gonna say those for now.
Are you looking forward? Are we seeing, or we should look forward one day working with Dre, Dr. Dre?
Yeah. Yeah.
That the name brought a lot of smile on your face. Can you tell us more?
Nah. Nah.
What am I saying?
Who knows? Maybe there might be, something that comes out in the future. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
There's something cooking. Maybe you don't want to come out with it.
I don't know. I can't say. I don't know. I don't know. That'd be dope though. That'd be dope to have, some records with him, a record or two. I don't know.
Alright, so Ghana, let's look forward to this. Of course, man, we're gonna see Nabeyin and Dre working together pretty soon, and it's gonna make us, look fly as Ghanaians all time, man. Charlie, nice one, nice one. So you say you like jollof?
I love jollof.
What do you make of our ladies in Ghana here?
I love them. I love them. You can ask my cousin. I'm breaking my neck every every time I'm in the car. I'm breaking my neck.
Shout out to Echo. Anyway, tell us what's so different about them. I mean, definitely in Africa, we don't have much money for plastic. All right, so almost.
That's like because I like original. I like originality. In LA, it's like everything is fake.
Yeah. So you're loving the originality here.
Yeah, of course.
Tell us about some of the things that breaks your neck, so it makes you turn your head.
Ass. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, I really just love, for me, I like dark skin. Yeah. I like dark skin women. So it's just so many dark skin women out here. Nice
one. You have kids?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so what are we waiting for?
I'm not gonna have kids. I don't want kids. I don't want to be married. I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm good being single where I'm at.
Come on, are you not going to procreate? You have to reprocreate.
Yeah, I think I will actually. I think I'm probably going to get married, be in a relationship, have kids, all that good stuff.
I want to know the closest you've been with. I'm talking about the celebrities. We have Amber Rose and everybody. I know you work with them. Who was the closest to be a crush? I mean, tell us.
To the Kardashians?
Okay.
Wait, to who? Wait, who are you talking about?
Any of them.
I haven't been close to anybody. You feel me?
Bro, man, you gotta say it.
I be in the studio just minding my business. Whoever comes in, comes in. Whoever leaves, leaves.
Okay, so which of the female artists have you worked with in America?
Let's see. Bree Steves. One of my artists, Akishian. Dang, I can't even. There's a lot of records that I have that haven't came out yet, and so I can't really say much. But there's more female artists than that. But I think out of what's out, Um, Victoria Kamani doesn't count because she's Kenyan.
Yeah.
But we work a lot, or we used to work a lot in the past when I had my studio. So, but that's my dog. Yeah, her, Bree Steves. I've been working on Bree Steves' album. There's this other artist named Dochi that's signed to TDE. I've worked on some stuff with her, and hopefully when I get back in the States, we can work on some more stuff. Let's see. I have a long list of artists that I've worked with, and like nothing is ringing.
All right, no problem, man. I think this is enough. Of course, man, it has been a very great one-on-one with the man Nabeyin, a platinum music producer. You can get it anywhere. Grammy Award nominee. I'm so grateful, man. I'm so grateful being with you, and I want you to drop your final words before we go.
Experiment more. Have fun. I love y'all.
Nice one. I want you to drop your socials for people to follow you.
Yeah, you can find me anywhere at Nabeyin. That's Nabeyin. Twitter, Instagram, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever. That's where I'm at.
All right, nice one. All right, thank you so much, man. But for real, we have this guys, sponsoring our show. It is a hair moisturizer, and it's against itches and dandruff. As you can see, I keep locks as well. I think this is a great stuff that we want to give you on this particular. So
See,
I feel.
that's what I'm talking about. I come to Ghana, I get presents, hair moisturizer. Y'all love me out here. That's what I'm talking about.
It's a great stuff, man. You need to try it. We have different types: the Blue Sky and the Mommy's Garden. They have different fragrance and they work perfectly. So this is what we got for you.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Nice
so,
one.
Same thing, but just two different flavors, or what?
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Which one do you like more?
The Mommy's Garden is not bad.
That's this one?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna use Blue Sky first.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm gonna save the best for last.
Trust
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Trust me, you're gonna love them.
Say less.
All right. Thank you. One time.